Hi, I'm Josh, and this is an overview and my thoughts on the DS-Xtreme flash card for the Nintendo DS. First off, this is the box it comes in. It's a really small box. There's actually not much in the box, only two things. First, being the card, and the second being the USB cable. That's all you get when you order the box for $125. Now the card itself is a standard DS card. You'll notice this is the 2GB version. They replaced the old 512 version with this, and it costs the exact same price. Now on top is a USB port for plugging stuff in, and to the left and right are LED lights in case you want to make your flash card light up a lot. Otherwise, it's exactly like any other DS card you have. The genius of this card, unlike other cards out there, is the fact it plugs into your computer via USB and shows up on your computer as a standard USB flash card. Adding files to the DS-X card works the same as any other USB clip drive or flash drive. You just drag and drop things over. It's extremely simple. You make folders, drop files, and notice here I'm dropping a JPEG file over, and it takes just a second. USB 2 makes moving over large files very easy. Now ejecting is the same as ejecting any other clip drive. In Mac OS X I just clicked the eject button. In Windows you would do whatever Windows people do. It's that little thing in the bottom. You know what I'm talking about. The DS-X is built for the Nintendo DS, and so it takes full advantage of the graphics and the touchpad. And here we go, loading up the built-in interface that comes with the DS-X. We have four options. Starting on the right, we have the DS-X skin options. These are small, basic applications written specifically for the DS-X. Next, we have the preferences. Here you can change your skin options by downloading more skins off the internet, load up an instant boot option, and mess with the LED lights. You have three options to choose from: red, green, blue. You also have an option to make them dance. I find the LED lights highly annoying, but by turning the intensity down to 0, they stop being annoying, and here's what happens when I turn one up all the way. Built into every DS-X is the ability to play MP3 files. To put music onto your DS-X, you just drag a folder full of MP3s and put it into the quote-unquote music folder. Then the DS-X will actually find all the music when it needs to, and it does this every time. We'll build a library, and then you can browse through it using very basic options. Building the library does take a few moments every time. It's no iPod, but it's kind of nice on the go. As you can see, several options to pick from, and I only have one album on there by the Ataris, just to try it out, and music plays pretty crappily through the DS's speakers. But enough with the music. The real reason you want to buy a flash card is so you can play all that fun homebrew software you find on the internet. No, I lied. You lied. You want to turn a stack of DS games like this into a list of games like this. Luckily, the DS-X makes it very easy for you to do that. The DS-X will play about 99% of all games out there. You can download them off the internet, and I believe it is extremely legal for you to download games you actually own. Games that you owned. That's the key there. Now, just click on a game and click the OK option and you can play it. Electroplankton loads up really well. And as I said before, it plays about 99% of the games out there. There are nice lists online to show you if there are any problems with games or games that won't play. And there you have it. I've tried about 20 games and they all work perfectly fine, both English and Japanese games. Also, the DS-X plays nice with expansion cards. This is the flash card that goes with the Nintendo DS browser. This will allow me to use the browser via the DS-X card. It also works with the Rumble Pack in case you happen to own that. And here we have me using a downloaded copy of the Nintendo DS browser. And there we go. Works perfectly fine with that expansion pack at the bottom. Now the DS is a very versatile piece of hardware. A lot of people have gone out and made their own software, which is actually fun to use and download, such as DS-Organize, one of the more popular homebrew software applications. It more or less turns your Nintendo DS into a fully fledged PDA. And here I go just navigating through the options and a few of the settings in DS-Organize. Besides keeping a well-detailed schedule and calendar, you can also watch movies on your DS using programs such as Moonshell. Notice that you'll have to convert the files into a format that the DS can read, or download copies off the internet, but overall it works perfectly fine. Software you'll really want to download and run on your DS-X would be emulation software, so you can play out those Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, or Game Boy ROMs you have sitting around your hard drive. Here I am playing The Legend of Zelda on my DS, all through a ROM. Thanks to the size of the DS-X, you can probably hold every single Nintendo game ever made, and probably every single Super Nintendo game ever made. Heck, you could hold thousands of games on here. Some smart people out there made an emulator for the DS to run the old Scum VM games, such as Sam & Max, Day of the Tentacle, Full Throttle, and The Dig. These games run really well using the DS's touchpad. It's just like playing it back on my old computer, so many days ago.
Can't think of a reason not to.
The DS-X doesn't come with a manual, but the online forum has a lot of info. It's kind of annoying the fact it doesn't come with a full-fledged manual, or there isn't a nice full-fledged manual online, but the good thing is you can update your DS-X via firmware updates from the website and also get helpful tips on installing homebrew software. But not installing bootleg games, because that's wrong. So to wrap things up, the DS-X is handy for turning a stack of games like that into one small card like that. For $125, 2 gigs of space holds a lot of stuff, built-in USB port, downloadable firmware, and friendly English support pages make this a winning combo. Plus, 2 gigs of space, I mean, think of it, that's a lot of downloaded ROMs, I mean homebrew software you could possibly run on there. If you're looking for a flash card, this might be the one for you. It beats buying stuff from strange Chinese companies, where you don't really know what you're getting, and, well, English support is always very handy. If you want more info, you can visit their webpage, DS-Xtreme, or just Google it. There's a lot of info about this out there, and a lot of fun websites telling you how to run homebrew software on there. Thanks for watching, and enjoy! Now I'm off to play more games. Games I legitimately own. I promise.